dance in the light. I'm gonna shout out for joy. I'm gonna live out this life like I never have before. I'm gonna take every breath as if I had no more. I'm gonna sing every song, yeah. I'm gonna open up my heart and I'm gonna dance in the light. Yeah, I'm gonna dance in the light. It was too long, I suffered inside.
Hello everyone and welcome to Just for Hands. And in today's video, we are traveling back in time. The year is 1668 and something terrifying is about to happen to the island of Guam. Before we get into this, let me thank our precious subscribers. We are now at 48 subscribers and growing strong. At the time this video was being made, it's going to be an exciting family. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. There's so much ahead. Don't forget to like this and our other videos if this type of content appeals to you. When you hit that like button, the algorithm can recognize our content and push it to a larger audience, which gives us more exposure. That's how some of you were able to find us, right? Alright, now let's get to it. Alright, so in this video, we'll travel back into the 17th century to see what the Chamorro people, also called the locals here in Guam, had to go through. The Chamorro people are the original inhabitants of this Pacific island, and so we're going to talk about their treatment during different occupations in those early years, starting with the 17th century. So, what really happened during these eras? Let's dive deep into it as you follow along with these amazing paintings at the Talofofo Museum. The first one to talk about will be the Spanish colonization. This took place from the year 1668 up until 1898. So for over 200 years, the Spanish occupied this island. During the Spanish colonization, the Chamorro people experienced significant upheaval and disruption of their traditional way of life. The Spanish aimed to Christianize the Chamorros, leading to the imposition of new religious practices and the suppression of traditional beliefs. The Spanish missionaries, especially the Jesuits, established churches and schools to enforce Christian teachings and European customs. The Spanish introduced European social structures, undermining the traditional matrilineal society of the Chamorros. Spanish laws and customs were imposed, altering familial and societal roles. The Chamorros resisted Spanish rule through several revolts, most notably the Chamorro-Spanish Wars. These conflicts resulted in significant loss of life and eventually led to the conquest of the Chamorro people. The introduction of new diseases by the Spanish led to a dramatic decline in the Chamorro population, who had no immunity to these foreign illnesses. And then later on, in the 1940s, the Japanese occupied Guam. The Japanese occupation started in 1941 and ended in 1944. During the Japanese occupation, which was World War II, was marked by severe oppression and hardship for the Chamorro people. the Chamorros were subjected to forced labor, including the construction of military fortifications. Many were taken from their homes and forced to work under brutal conditions. Japanese authorities attempted to impose their language and culture, closing schools and enforcing Japanese customs. Chamorros were punished for any acts of defiance or resistance. This occupation by the Japanese led to severe shortages of food and essential supplies, as resources were commandeered for the Japanese military. Hunger and malnutrition were widespread among the Chamorro population. Acts of resistance by the Chamorros, such as providing intelligence to American forces, led to brutal reprisals. Many Chamorros were subjected to violence, imprisonment, and execution. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, in 1944, something new happened. The American liberation and governance began from 1944 to present day. After the American liberation of Guam in 1944, the Chamorro people experienced significant changes with both positive and negative aspects. The U.S. initiated extensive reconstruction efforts, modernizing infrastructure and establishing schools and hospitals. This period brought improved living standards and access to modern amenities. The presence of the United States military and the development of the tourism industry provided new economic opportunities for the Chamorros. Many found employment in these sectors, contributing to economic growth. The Americanization of Guam led to the adoption of English as the dominant language and the integration of American customs and practices. While this brought modernization, it also led to a degree of cultural homogenization and erosion of traditional Chamorro culture. The Organic Act of 1950 granted U.S. citizenship to the Chamorros and established a civilian government. However, Guam remains an unincorporated territory, and debates about political status and self-determination always. The Organic Act of 1950 granted U.S. citizenship to the Chamorros and established a civilian government. However, Guam remains an unincorporated territory, and debates about political status and self-determination continue. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, the Chamorro people of Guam have endured significant challenges and hardships during the Spanish, Japanese, and American eras of occupation. Each period brought its own form of oppression and cultural suppression, but also opportunities for adaptation and resilience. Despite the profound changes imposed upon them, the Chamorros have maintained a strong sense of identity and continue to navigate their complex colonial legacy while seeking greater autonomy and prosperity. Thank you for following through a little history we had for the Chamorro people. So next time you visit the island, now you know something new. Let's continue learning, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Thank you for watching the video. Please check out our other videos. If this content appeals to your taste, like, comment, and subscribe. Until the next video, may God keep you. Bye-bye.